Hello, and welcome to this final boss fight live stream of D&D. My name is John, and I am joined by Sean.
I am alive.
No, he's not.
We don't know if that's a completely accurate statement. I'm joined by Tanny.
I am alive.
I'm joined by Tanny.
Oh, okay. Hi. I heard it. I was like, I'm alive. I was like, I didn't hear the other bit. I am too alive, I think.
I am joined by Sean.
Oh.
And Amy, who is alive.
Well, I'm more alive than I was this morning.
Increasingly alive.
She absorbed my life force.
Yes.
Goddamn vampire. Someone's been romancing a star in Baldur's Gate.
Shut.
I am joined by Kiri.
Hello, everyone. I'm okay.
We love you.
And
You too.
What? Yeah.
we weren't.
Richard! What
We
the
were
fuck,
until
Richard?
very recently joined by Richard.
What
1
the
second.
fuck, Richard? Ooh.
Oh. Well, hopefully he'll be back. Does anybody want to do the recap for what happened last time?
Last time on Yu-Gi-Oh! GX.
Ah!
Wrong show.
Why do you have to do this to me, Amy? My childhood life. I fucking love that anime. Oh.
Okay, would anybody
The recap.
would anybody on the left side of the screen?
If I could, I would, but I can't.
So, basically we found the wizard simulacrum thing.
Oh, that guy.
And I can't remember what the actual item was, but we had to go and find, like, some gold
It was a magic
thing.
circle that
Magic
once activated would turn any illusion into... It would become real.
Because it was all in our imagination. But we found it, and then everyone kind of started debating on whether, well, should we actually help him? Should we not? So it turned a bit spicy, but then I think it, like, worked, but it didn't, so it turned into a monster instead.
Turned into a black pudding.
Yep. That's the word for it.
Also, Rip Cherish.
Yeah, Rip Cherish.
Yeah, Rip Cherish for real.
Yeah. Oh, he's back. Yay.
What
He's
the
back.
fuck,
Oh, he's
Richard?
So, yeah, so we defeated it, but then it turned into a argument between Dax and Carrion on what was the right decision in that instance. So oh yeah, and then a load of the guard of whatever they were called, founders at the front.
There was something to do with the sword.
So to add to your recapping, good job.
Do the recap correctly.
To add in just a few points. One, you didn't defeat the black pudding. You ran away from it as fast as you could.
It's true.
Before it could defeat us.
That's a form of victory. That is.
You survived it. Let's go with a you survived it. With the help of AJ, your running away also saw you scoop up a number of magical books and the magical amulet that you had been promised in exchange for utilizing the rune chamber to bring the simulacrum to life. And as you exited, you were confronted by a number of the Knights of the Black Sword who had come to loot and pillage the lost spire of Netheril, the increasingly lesser lost spire. And Tanny, Cherish noticed that these Knights of the Black Sword wore around their neck a necklace that matched a necklace that your mother had kept locked away in your childhood, one that you had found and shouldn't have done.
It was rather scary.
But yes, you then broke back out into the tundra where Dax and Carrion had at least the starts of a debate on whether Carrion had been right to activate the magic of the circle of the runic chamber as you had agreed to do with the simulacrum, without having fully consulted everybody else, as people seemed to be backing out of the room in fear at the time. You have, however, attuned to the Shield Guardian's amulet, and I can't remember exactly who is attuned to it.
I don't think anyone did.
I don't think anybody did.
I
I've got it.
Who has it?
AJ has taken it.
I think AJ still has it on him.
I
don't know.
Gave it to
I don't know.
someone.
We haven't.
We've not had any sort of rest yet. So.
No, we haven't.
Yeah,
we basically had to like fucking get out of there because the knights were in the room. So it was like, we need to fucking leave now.
So
Yeah.
there is a Shield Guardian amulet that you know if you attune to it, it will lead you to the Shield Guardian. It will allow you to control.
Yes.
And I believe your current course of planning was to track this Shield Guardian down and potentially find a new ally.
Also, I think the dragon detecting armor is now given to Cherish.
We certainly discussed that, yeah, because your armor got damaged.
Yeah, it's permanently damaged, so I've lost like a couple of armor classes.
You did, yeah.
Yeah. The goop, rip Cherish.
So it made sense for you to have that. I think I'll use like 1 AC going back to my old armor, but that's fine, because you need it.
Your tank, pretty much. Yeah, so I think that's not even been changed yet. But how much armor does it give me at this point, then, Drum?
1 second, let me go to D&D Beyond and add it to your character.
I believe it's like just a regular breastplate, but just with the ability to detect dragons within 120 feet.
It is, yes.
So it's 14 plus your dex with a cap of... No, without a cap of 2. Or no, it does have a cap of 2.
So if you can, John, I think it's best if you just switch the armor I've got and switch it to the other. Because I've got chainmail on. My guess is then, would that actually prevent me from now... Would that actually change my stealth checks now to become... or would it still be disadvantage?
Breastplates don't invoke disadvantage on stealth checks.
Yeah, because my chainmail did. So if I'm switching to this armor, I no longer have disadvantage on stealth checks, which is the bonus.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't take that armor if it did that, because...
that's disgusting.
That is disgusting.
So your AC is now 15, Cherish, for the moment.
It's still 16.
It will still be 16 until you refresh it on your D&D Beyond sheet. But yes, you are no longer at disadvantage for stealth checks.
Okay.
Because it is not loud and jangly.
Remember the very useful ability of it detects dragons when they're very close to you.
It detects dragons when they are within your eyesight.
Yeah. At the moment, my Foundry VTT is still not changed, but I think that'll be a
it
while.
won't change on Foundry VTT yet. Let me re-import your character.
When you come out of it, or just
No,
stay
you don't
there?
need to.
Guys, I just
Can
realised.
you read mine as well? Because mine's not been done since I got the one with the War Mage.
Oh, okay. Yep, can do. Doop-a-doop-a-doop. Where is Carrion?
And I got pushed to talk on
Normally, we should normally do this before the game, but brain can't brain when we're braining.
Right.
Okay, so who wishes to attune to the amulet?
I think Brim.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it.
I would have also suggested Brim.
What does it? What abilities does it specifically convey?
Imagine for a second a Jaeger from Pacific Rim,
Fucking love Jaegers.
and now imagine it can do anything that I can do.
Okay. But that won't happen. We don't get that until we find it. This will help
Sure.
us
Yeah.
find
It also has the ability to store spells, I believe, as well.
So the amulet corresponds to a singular shield guardian. It's the shield guardian's sole focus is to protect whoever is wearing the amulet.
I just had a random thought, guys.
Oh no.
Like, if imagine we find the Shield Guardian, and it's not actually Brim or Dax attuned to it, it's AJ, and basically AJ's casually dancing on it while he's like wielding the Shield Guardian. I don't know why that's in my brain now.
It's working at the Guardian.
Provided
He's on top of the
Provided-
Guardian, he's like having a proper dance to it and inspirational, like inspiring the Guardian.
Provided that the amulet and the guardian are on the same plane of existence, when you are attuned to it, you will know its general direction. You can
Then
use
would
an
it be-
action to attempt to reactivate it if it has been deactivated, as long as you are within 10 feet of it. It also allows you to command it. It doesn't necessarily follow exactly your moves, but you can command it to act.
Then wouldn't it be better for Dax to take it? Because the fact is that I'm assuming we're still in the tundra. Our best bet is for him to lead us on in the tundra to find the Shield Guardian and Brim.
Yeah, that works.
All
I mean,
right.
I don't think like it would make more sense than someone to get it when we find it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Like you can like be proficient, like you can be attuned to it for a while, like you could be attuned
and
to
then
it to
then
make
swap.
the sense of where you're going, especially when that you understand the tundra and the environment you're in. It will make more sense for you then to understand where it is, especially in the tundra. So yeah.
okay.
Okay.
I
And then-
will.
and- Yeah. Go.
No, I'm not going to say it now.
Well, dang it!
I will pass the locket to Brim.
Oh, thank you. I will. I guess as we're still on the move, attune to it. If we've got like 5 minutes, if I could do that on the move, just to give us like a direction.
So just check, is Brim going to get? Because I thought a moment ago we just decided that.
No, sorry. Yes, no. I passed it to Dex.
But I said I'm just going to keep it until we find it.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, if you were to attune to it, that would be better. That'd be better in your advantage. You'd be able to have it in your advantage in order to get to where you are.
Well, do you
Yeah,
guys...
I'll attune to it now, and then when we find it,
Brim can
Someone
take
else.
over.
We can decide who gets it. Yeah.
Okay, well, do you guys want to take a rest now, or do you want to move and attune as we go?
As long as we're like quite far away from the tower, because like I'm worried that if we stay around a little bit longer, they might get suspicious or something.
Right, what's the closest location to us then? Like a town?
You are
ages
a good
away. We're in
couple
the
of
middle of-
days
Yeah,
away.
We're in the
All right.
middle of nowhere.
All right, boys, let's go freeze to death.
Maybe we can probably
Do
just.
you have a spell that specifically prevents us from doing that?
I was trying to make a joke.
It's a very good joke.
No, I get it. It's not funny.
Cher's just trying to like cheer him up.
Goat suggests dance to keep warm.
Yeah,
Honestly, that's a good point.
Yeah, that would work.
Let's go.
we'll go. I will cast the hut when we get to a safe location, and then I'm going to give you a dance class.
Dax, if you can find anything that might have some like sheltery kind of areas to hide from, give us a shout.
Yep.
That way we could put the hut there.
So are you intending to travel for the rest of this day and then stop to attune to this, or are you going to sort of travel for a little while to get away from
if we
tower?
can get further distant, a good further distance away from the knights.
And if we find like the perfect spot, that might be a good time to just stop and we'll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you
take it from there.
you travel for a few hours, and when you feel comfortable, you stop and break for lunch. Dax, you attune to the amulet. Could you make me a survival check with advantage? In this time, if anybody else in the group wishes to take a short rest and needs to recover anything from it.
Yes.
Yeah, I fucking need
Yes,
to recover
please.
from the bullshit I had to pull through last session. Oh, there we go. It's updating itself now.
A short rest.
Is Dax able to take one as well?
Yes.
I'm only missing 2 hit points.
For some
Hold on,
reason,
how many?
I think it's also updated my hit points
You
anyway.
you should be at 36. So I'll just knock you back down to 36.
Yeah, I'm not missing any health, and I don't get.
I will use my last key points to heal 2 HP and then take a short rest and get all of my key points back.
Heck yeah.
This is fair.
No.
This is fine.
Dax.
I'm going to live with my 1 less health.
Oh, it's dangerous.
I know.
Living on the
Angry.
edge.
No, I can get my product inspirations back actually.
Whoa.
Living on a chair. Wait. No, that makes
Dax, after this short rest, you attune to the amulet, and you feel this instinctive pull leading you vaguely north from where you are at the moment. You know that if you head in that direction, you are heading sort of where you've sort of headed out from East Haven, you've headed westwards. You're going to be heading away from the 10 towns northerly, but sort of still getting closer to them ever so slightly.
Right.
So sort of if you've headed out vaguely in a straight line eastwards from East Haven to the tower, you are now going to be heading back slightly northwesterly.
Yes, I get you. Yeah.
West.
East.
Could I ask, let's start with Amy. Could you roll me a d20, please?
A D20. Yeah. 10.
Okay, let me check
Also,
my notes.
I forgot to roll for luck, so don't mind me.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay. you head off after lunch and start heading sort of vaguely northwesterly path, heading both deeper into the tundra, and you can see like the distant mountains to the north, getting closer and closer. They're a distance away, and there's not a lot between you and them. The weather is reasonable, cold, not a lot of shelter in this area. A bitter wind whips around you, but you've all got clothing that deals with it. If there are any conversations that you feel need to be had at this point, go ahead and talk amongst yourselves.
No, John, because you see, we're a team that's cold and broody and hides in corners.
Okay. I should stop putting you in hexagonal rooms then.
Yeah, only circles for us from now on.
Only circles, always.
There aren't any corners here.
There's not here in a circle. Every side's a corner.
You're a corner.
You're a corner.
Ooh.
I'd rest in you any day.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh. Why you have to be so smooth?
Whoa.
That's just me.
Gay.
Channeling the AJ charm. Right, but if Dax is out of the way of sorts, AJ would approach him.
And murder him.
And murder him.
Time to
They can damn well try. See,
Time to die, of course.
I believe for the most part Dax will be at the front of the group leading the way, but
What's his mood?
Thinking a lot of inner reflection going on. Doesn't seem too happy.
All right.
Select detect thoughts. Oh wait, this is St. Paul's gay, guys.
I don't think AJ doesn't even have detect thoughts, but no. AJ will.
I do.
Well,
he does.
well, give it to me then. Give it to me. I do have a message though, but that's not detecting. Anyway,
Nice.
I will approach Dax, and AJ will just go. You seem a bit tense.
Well spotted.
Let's walk ahead.
Okay. Sort of head off a bit further.
Yeah.
Do some of my scouting.
Now, I know the two of us aren't really... Well, I consider you my friend, but I suppose we're not really best friends.
Not best friend.
No, I don't even
No.
know your birthday.
I'll be honest, I don't know my birthday.
No, I don't know mine either.
Well, there we go. Let's pick one and we can share it.
Why don't we have the same birthday today? That we... Actually, maybe yesterday. You probably shouldn't remember today.
Did I just hear someone that it's their birthday over here?
Perfect down appears of nowhere.
Maybe we can get somewhere nice. We could say that's our birthday.
Yes. That'd be lovely. All right, the next time we have a very, very good day, that'll be our birthday.
Okay.
But just tell me anything. What's on your mind?
I've perhaps lost faith in what we're doing here.
Oh?
Yes. Like I thought coming here, joining this party and do, I was, I've had like a mixed life in terms of, doing the right thing or the wrong thing. and I thought this would be an opportunity to do more good things. And I'm not sure that's what we're doing.
This doesn't have anything to do with the simulacrum at all in any way, shape, or form, perhaps.
I mean, it's not just that, but yes.
So what's the matter?
But we were going to help a potentially very dangerous person get a lot of power in exchange for some vague information. It you know, like, what I used to do, my job for my mums, I would go and meet with the people they'd made deals with. Sometimes they needed to get stuff and that sort of thing. And, you know, some of those people their lives had improved because of, there might be a cost, but things had got better for them. And some people, their lives had gotten much, much worse. And, you know, I hadn't done those things. I hadn't made them better or worse. But, you know, I was part of that in some way. And, you know, eventually I stopped doing that. And I just said, I'm not going to be a part of my mum's team in the steel making. And, you know, what I did directly before joining Bob was I hunted monsters and beasts out in the wilderness. Keep people safe was the idea. And earn a living. And this seemed like an opportunity to do some good things and help some people, and we've done a lot of that. But there's been a lot more, I don't know, compromises recently than perhaps I would like.
You know, it's strange. I feel like I know I went over this briefly, but you know I was part of a drow society. I was one of the people who served our queen. Not directly, but I was like there in the circle. That kind of place, the males aren't really allowed to have thoughts or opinions. It's very much do as we say with the queen. And she ordered my execution just because I hummed a song.
That did seem harsh.
Yes. That's why I never, ever want to feel like she made me feel. That whole world made me feel. So I shout my opinions loud and proud.
Really?
Yes!
Hadn't noticed.
No, I'm not very subtle about it. But at the same time, I understand conflict of the mind. And I understand sometimes it's hard to decide what's right or wrong. Like, with that simulacrum, I had a flash in my mind of like, well, maybe he can go on. Maybe he can go on and do good. There's another flash of, if it had been the Drow Queen in front of me, would I have made that same choice? Someone who has done so much wrong, can they change? So, I would say, I understand where Carrion was coming from. But I also understand where you're coming from. Both of you have a right to be upset. Both of you have a right to have your opinions. It's not for me to silence one or the other.
See, I think sometimes the thing is, like, with the simulacrum, it didn't feel like any sort of, like, a close run thing where you could think about it and go, well, there's pros and cons. It felt like a very bad idea.
And that's all right.
But so it's nice that we can talk about it. But next time, when there's another mind flayer, another simulacrum, are we going to end up in the same position of the group being split on what to do? And potentially we help someone who is going to do bad things, and that's on us.
Then we talk about it. We don't shy away, Dax.
I think I didn't feel when we were originally discussing this that people wanted to hear objections. So I don't know. It's difficult, and I think especially because right now, I'm good. Like I found that tower. I went off and found it. So if I hadn't been there, perhaps you never would have found it.
You are good, Dax. And you're not bad at all for having simply an opinion. But if you're worried that everyone else will disagree with you, then come to me. I will be mediator.
I'm not worried about people disagreeing with me. I'm worried about I'll be part of a group that then will do bad things. I don't think I'll be able to feel that, we had an honest, open debate and decide to help a potentially evil and very dangerous wizard and be like, we had a debate about that and we voted and the vote went one way. I would still, if that red wizard had gone out there and, killed a bunch of people and been red wizardy, the fact that we'd had a good debate wouldn't change anything.
No, you're right. Yeah. That's very strong.
It's not easy because, again, all right, the red wizard kills 2 people, but what if he'd helped us save the 10 towns? Like, how do you weigh that? It's not. I'm not pretending that there's not a reason. Like, if someone wanted to help that wizard, that they were evil as well or uncaring, but I don't know. Like, I saw it sounds weird. I don't want to be evil, and I don't want people to think I'm evil. And I suppose I've had people call me that. I've had people curse me because of my mums and the things they've done, and the things I did when I was sort of working for them. It doesn't feel good.
Well, if it comes to that, and you still think that, and you think it's best that you go on your own path, then that's your choice. And I would never judge you for that. But I will say, in this moment, right here, and right now, if it means absolutely anything to you, I don't think you're evil.
Yeah, it means a lot.
In fact, I was trying to keep it to myself because I wasn't sure what your opinion on it would be, but I think you're actually really, really good.
Oh, I don't know. It's when you're like growing up. I don't know if I ever heard the words good or evil, or taught about morality. These were ideas I got more when I sort of left home. But yeah, like, I don't know. I think that I came on this adventure to have a clearer morality, and found it gotten just as murky, but in a different way, perhaps.
I understand. I mean, I was just the tour guide, so...
Yeah.
I still love you.
You too!
Sean, you don't have to unmute, but could you roll me a d8?
Oh no.
You what?
Do we come back
roll
and they're
a-
all dead?
Roll a d8 for me, please.
8.
Thank you very
Don't know
much.
if that's good or bad, but there you go.
Oh, that's very good.
Lovely.
That's
I don't know
the
if I
best.
like how John said that though.
Mm.
Was that good for us or for John?
Yeah. What's the criteria?
Yeah, I mean... At about this point in the conversation,
Okay.
It's done up.
No.
Dax, your passive perception, you hear this first. There's a...
Excuse me.
explosion about 50 yards ahead of you, and you see this ball of smoke just up into the sky, and then you hear the sound of a large animal charging away from whatever caused this. And you hear the sound of a ginormous elk just screaming in elkish horror as it charges forward past you.
And there's suddenly a very golden grung on top of it, and I... and you just hear him screaming as he crashes. Like,
And there is a goblin on the back of the elk.
wait a second, it's not crying, it's a goblin!
Who is holding on for dear life as the elk has suddenly bolted.
You know what? I wonder who's the actual mother...
What?
I wonder who's actually responsible for that explosion now, everybody.
Is that Snicket?
And Snicket
Stop this thing!
barrels down
on
the
my
road
own team.
past you.
How fast is it going?
What
Hang on.
top speed for an elk? I don't know what that is,
That's probably quite fast.
but
Probably
pretty
quite
And
fast.
it's a large elk as well, so...
It is a giant elk.
Is it
45 miles an hour.
is it possible for me to, seeing that it's Snicket on the back, try and jump and then scoop him off the top of it and then land? Just sort of jump and like pull him off so that the elk just goes and Snicket is safely in my arms.
Yes.
No, Elvis, come back! Elvis, come back!
Elvis!
What?
What in God's name is going on, guys?
What are you?
Shit.
What do you? How you disappear for weeks? You disappear for weeks. Where have you been?
Been everywhere. Back to Tourmaline, Durga's Hole. I've been everywhere.
You know,
Well, you seem to
everywhere.
have quite an adventure yourself, then.
Everywhere
here.
is typically bigger than the 10 towns. There's more.
Is there?
Yeah.
And now I'm here.
In where?
Don't suppose you know who... I'm assuming that was your responsibility of the explosion that just happened over there.
No.
What did
It
you
wasn't
do?
supposed to do that. It wasn't supposed to do that. It was supposed to be beef stew.
But what?
Are you serious?
What did you put in it? Gunpowder?
More like some sort of dynamite.
Yeah, it was spicy.
At about this point, there's a whistling sound and a smoking pot.
Can it be like it's like really close to one of us and you're like, oh shit.
I suggest, can it be really close to Dax? Because it would just be terrific.
It just kicks a load of snow up and just starts, like, the snow around it just starts melting from the heat of the pot, and it...
I see your time away from us. You've learned a lot and matured.
I can't tell if you're taking that seriously or sarcastically, Dax.
I think it needs more salt.
AJ...
Don't you dare get me that.
AJ will look at the pot, look at Snicket, and scoop him up for a hug.
AJ, the inside of the pot looks very much a black mess. It might be edible.
You.
It's actually he somehow managed to create the void.
I love the idea. AJ picks him up. Oh, I missed you. Come here. I'll just squeeze his cheeks.
Can't breathe.
Cherish will pat him on his head. Good to see you back, Snicket.
Moss, this is Snicket. Snicket, this is Moss.
Moss has been stood at the back, just looking absolutely bewildered.
Yeah, I just hold him out to Moss like a baby.
Oh, do you need a booster seat for your child?
Very, very timidly, she just waves like, "Hi."
Who are you?
Would you like a booster seat for your green child?
I'm not.
She's your replacement again.
But beyond that, I don't really know. I don't have a lot of memory.
Oh.
You know this. I'm seeing there seem to be a certain pattern here, my good friends. We just don't remember certain things, or don't get things at all.
Oh, that's why I left. I was trying to see if I could find anything from any of my previous lives, and nothing. Couldn't find anything.
Wait, so you also paid an AJ? You pulled an AJ as well?
Oh, AJ remembers her past life.
No, I never forgot.
I don't remember anything past however many days ago.
I've just realised Moss does not know anything about AJ's past.
At this point...
She's none the wiser, and she's just rolling with it at the moment.
At this point, Snicket, it's about 3 weeks. If you want me, or 10 days. If you want me to get very specific with that number, I can count it out for you. But
that's okay. Yeah.
What's Moss got currently, John?
Slightly less than that.
Fair.
You know what? Despite how long it's been 3 weeks, it feels like months that we've last seen you. Literally.
Oh, I missed you too.
How did he find us?
I don't think he really knew where.
Judging by the explosion and the running elk, I don't think he did. I think it was pure coincidence.
Yeah, fate brought us together from what I'm hearing.
Are you guys heading towards Cough location we're heading towards as well?
Sorry. Jeff, you would be heading towards Karkalok.
The
Bless
fuck
you.
is Karkalok?
Where we're going, apparently. Are you going to Karkalok as
Not
well?
gonna lie, it sounds very, very, very inappropriate.
Where are you? Sorry, Karkalok. Where? What?
Kirby.
What do I know of that? Do we know anything about that? Is that a named place that we'd know?
Roll me a history check.
I better fucking know.
Sure. No.
Oh, yeah.
The finest!
Yes, Random Shan, the elk just whizzed on by.
Bye.
Don't worry about the elk.
He'll come back. I'll get another one.
What? Didn't you have an axe beak?
It's a magic elk. It's from that bag thing.
Right. No, you had the bag. Aye.
Alfred's around somewhere. I think I left him up ahead.
near the explosion.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Right.
AJ,
Yes.
you have heard rumors of Karkalok. It is a goblin stronghold that was established about 5 years ago. Karkalok, who amongst you speaks Gnomish?
Oh, I don't.
Anybody?
Neither do I.
Nope.
I
Hang on a
don't
minute.
think so.
Do I? I speak Goblin and Dwarvish, not Gnomish.
I feel like if it was the campaign with the frog in it, I feel like we'd have a couple of people who did speak Gnomish.
So yeah,
No.
you
Well,
you
it
understand Karkalok to be a Gnomish word, but you do not know
Doesn't-
what it means.
Would you? Does Gnomish and Dwarvish share the same script? Would you allow me to make a sort of a history check or some sort of check to sort of piece it together that way, through how similar the languages using the same script?
So
Yes.
you need to write it down.
Yeah, make me a intelligence check.
I'd love to do that for you. +0. Here we go.
Roll the d20. Let's see how this goes.
Let's go.
I returned.
Do I? I'll use. May I use? That's middle of the road. I'll. Does Lucky specify you have to use? You have to use it on. Hold on. What does Lucky say? I just want to check. Oh, please. Where is it? There it is. It doesn't say anything about choosing which. I'll use Lucky just for the fun of it. I think.
Okay.
If that's all right.
Yeah.
Roll a second one just to see if I get higher. We'd love to see it.
Ever so
I'll take that.
slightly.
Ever so slightly.
Through a combination of puzzling out the sounds and sort of trying to phonetically write it out, how you think it might be written. You think it means something along the lines of house or home.
Oh.
House or home?
AJ, you've heard rumors of a goblin tribe that live in the mountains, that sort of have come to prominence over the last 5 years, in a way that goblins don't tend to. Building sort of a permanent structure, not just living in caves, is sort of alien to the goblins most of the time. And so the fact that these goblins seem rather set on building a location with which to raid from seems very peculiar.
So
But you have had no reason to go and explore it because they're not very welcoming.
So you're after goblins, basically. I say to Snicket.
Yeah, possibly. I was wondering if they might have know anything about me.
I mean, it's a bit of a dangerous romp if they don't. Well, maybe dangerous for us, not for you. You should be fine. Unless you blow something up, and then you definitely won't be fine. We're gonna have to supervise you, aren't we?
Which direction is it in?
I just realised something, guys.
What?
Sticker is glowing for me on the map as well. Like,
Glowing?
yeah, like Dax and AJ and Carrion are glowing because they got magical items on them, or magical themselves. Sticker's also glowing.
you've got the
Yeah, I've got Eldritch Sight, so
constant detect magic.
I love Eldritch Sight so badly.
I thought you just meant how I'd glow dodged his icon.
No,
Yeah, he's glowing.
I would also like to know in which direction it is, because if Dax, which way is the medallion?
Vaguely north.
Vaguely north. And which direction were you going to, Snigger?
I was going that way. Yeah. I did hear something about the leader of the of that tribe. They said they described as half metal. So it seems you might have something in common.
No.
Penny, thought your thoughts there, Brim?
Half metal. This, the necklace is connected to something that is full metal. I'm connecting dots, you see. And I don't like what's connecting them.
We've lost somebody.
He's coming back.
Yeah.
Lost the Jeff.
Yeah.
We might have to. Well, not to put a bit of downer on things, but we might be in for a bit of a fight when it comes to claiming back the shield guardian we were promised. But
I don't know. We were promised by anyone.
Oh no, we weren't. We were just told to. It could be out there if we want it.
Yeah. He's taken what we are going to rightfully steal. So
that is a way of looking at it. Although didn't it like malfunction and walk off on its own? Supposedly.
That is what you had been told from the simulacrum.
So do you think like he's right?
I think I heard the leader's name was Yarb Knock. Something about ever gnawing.
Yarb Knock,
the ever gnawing.
That sounds sounds very ridiculous.
I thought that.
Is he, in the sense that he's half metal, is that because he's riding this thing, walking around in it, or he's wearing it, or?
Oh, I'm kind of curious to find out.
Well,
John, could I get the spelling for Karkalok in the chat, please?
Yes.
Is it already there?
It is not. Let me...
Just for notes and things.
So there is Karkalok. Thank you, Cherish,
thanks,
for saying that.
Yeah.
And
you're very welcome.
For any notes that might need it, there is the spelling of Yarbnok.
The ever gnawing, right?
That is the translation of the goblin.
Oh.
So, aside from them being goblins, is there any reason you think they might know about you, Snicket? I mean, that's a good start.
I don't think so. He says, waiting for any other messages from the sky, but I don't think there's anything I know about them right now. Just, I thought there might be somewhere to try that I haven't tried yet.
What if, though, Snicker, it's not from Icewind Dale? Maybe you're from somewhere else.
B?
Yeah, like you could pretend to be from like Icewind Dale, not Icewind Dale, Neverwinter or Waterdeep.
What if you weren't from Icewind Dale, but instead Icewind Dale?
I didn't get son of a bitch.
Interesting.
Oh, better yet, Baldur's Gate.
I don't remember it. I've heard about those places though.
Surely better to check closer to home rather than,
Something.
No, that is true though. But like, if it's true, it's true. Like we can check. Yeah.
We're heading that direction anyway, so we could, check things out. I mean, it still look like murderous psychopaths. Not that all goblins are murderous psychopaths. We could, reassess, but
I've met some good goblins in my lifetime. In my
Yeah, like Snicket.
Snicket's one of them, yes. But there was also a couple other goblins I knew in my life.
Snicket did murder 2 of you, if I remember correctly.
Oh,
Hey,
it was an accident.
I am healing and trying. I am willing to forgive him because, yes, as AJ said, it was an accident, and I reacted badly.
Yeah, I forgive you, Snicket. No, come here.
Yes, I forgive you too, Snicket. But please,
manslaughter at worst. Manslaughter.
I was going to say, manslaughter.
I mean, as long as you don't get eaten. I mean, as long as I'm happy, everything's happened. And also, suddenly get eaten by a space shark. I'm sure everything will be fine.
Suddenly a
happen.
space shark appears.
No!
I mean, all I'd ask
Was it
for
me?
Snicket from what happened was that he's learned something from the experience of killing half the party. And
And now he somehow summons a space shark and is going to kill Cherish.
Yeah, it's just like as what I've learned from killing half the party, what you hope I would learn from killing half the party.
What he's learnt is to travel in a larger party, and then he'll kill less of them.
Then it would be half.
It's fine. You learned not to kill half the party, and I learned to hurriedly put them back together again.
you learned to like weld and shit. It was weird.
Yeah, it's like, great.
Mo accepts the hug.
I think we should start getting going, shall we, guys?
I am freezing to death.
Yes, even with all the thick furs and everything I've got in here, my nose is about to fall off.
You continue the trek northward, northwest,
North.
northy, north.
Northy, north.
North.
Eventually,
a little bit wet.
Not really eventually. Very soon the night falls. And after a few hours of trekking through the dark, you find somewhere suitable. You set up the tiny hut. Snicket is... How does Snicket react to the tiny hut?
Oh. More nails in it. Needs more plates. I can see right through it.
That is it's a feature rather than a design flaw.
You don't have to be able to see through it either. I believe it can be opaque.
From the
If anything, it
inside, you
hides
can
us from
always see
everything
through
else.
it. From the outside, it is transparent or opaque, depending on AJ's desires.
If anything, it prevents us from being caught in the snow and everything by people we do not want people to see.
Just keeping warm with my feathers.
Okay.
So I don't know where the accent went there.
Yeah, what kind of accent was that? Ruckus?
Howdy, y'all, I'm AJ.
AJ starts line dancing.
Hey, howdy, hey, everybody.
AJ, are you? Ruffles, are you okay?
I'm fine. Sometimes it's very straining keeping this voice up.
I bet.
AJ started a morning TV cartoon show series now, apparently.
Yeah. I mean, so like genuinely in character, AJ's natural voice is Rillin's voice. So his voice isn't... He knows... He's basically taught himself how to use the voice, but it is quite a strain to keep up. He just doesn't... It's why he's so bad at singing.
Poor dude.
A fact I only just realised in the 1 second I thought that.
That's... Yes, character development.
Yeah. Ow, just been... Ow. There we go.
Ugh.
The night
All right.
passes.
Oh, I cast the hut. Whenever we do the rest.
Can we actually now do the long rest?
You can now do the long rest.
Longy resty.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Snicket, I can make a hut now.
Oh, I didn't want to copy the clip. Oh, okay, fair enough.
Get in the hut.
Okay.
AJ's in a very happy mood tonight.
The gang is back together.
Yeah. Hey, psst, Carrion.
Yeah?
When's your birthday?
The results. Please hold.
The what?
Please hold. I think.
Oh, please hold.
The 28th of October.
October. Okay, noted.
Let's celebrate it.
I'm sorry, I realized I never asked.
That's fine.
Hey, Cherish, when's your birthday?
Somewhere in the fall.
I just ask everyone, I don't know.
I'm so tempted to make her birthday Halloween. Like, it's a day before Halloween. So whatever month and day that is for John to pull in.
1 second.
1. That took a long, mate.
2 seconds.
I think Snicket isn't quite used to this like new arrangement of everybody basically being in the same room together. So he's trying to be as quiet as possible.
He said, "Let me out! Let me out!"
He just like starts like tinkering with his armor. With like he gets like a tool out, a screwdriver or something, and starts tinkering with his armor.
Oh, bless him.
And then you watch and you see like a plate just like rise up and then back down again.
That's cute.
Interesting.
It will be around the 29th of Marpanoth.
Marpanoth?
Yeah, 29th of Marpanoth.
I should really remember that because of the joke
down.
in Dragon Heist.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Because for AJ, I think it's like AJ knows the year they were born in, so they know that they're 180, but they have no idea what day it is, so...
I keep forgetting how old Cherish is naturally.
I mean, I was going to say, when you were saying about AJ not remembering their birthday, but he's had 2 of them.
Double
presents!
Birthday every day!
But no, he'll keep note of that. He just wants to make everyone's day special, but he, it still applies. He will wait for a day where things go very good. And hopefully that will be his new birthday.
I do have a question for most of you guys.
What is it?
You know, I'm very curious because especially... Because I don't know a lot of you. Is there actually... Are you with anybody, you guys? Like, do you have, like, a sweetheart at home? Especially you, because I don't know much about you then.
Brim looks off into the middle distance, like sort of out of the tiny hut. No, not anymore.
Oh.
It seems lost in thought.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Sorry. Bit raw still? You know, forget I ask.
I think with Brim and Dax, because we were in that tavern when you guys turned up. We could have had partners who were waiting for us to come home, and we just rocked off for 6 months.
Yeah, like
Well, I feel like the cat is a bit out of the bag with me because I got chased out of my hometown and had to sort of retreat up here, sort of uprooting my entire life.
Oh.
Off of a publication of a book that I wrote under a pseudonym.
yeah, I wonder how that turned out.
You know how it turned out. I'm sitting here in the snow with you lot.
I was just being sarcastic, Brim.
I know this. Well, while there are other places with sandy beaches that I'd much rather be than freezing in the cold, I am glad that I'm freezing in the cold with all of you.
Oh, I would love to be on sandy beaches right now.
Oh, that's so sweet.
You know what? I would love to be on sandy beaches right now. I prefer hot weathers.
Oh,
than this.
God, no. Ugh, disgusting.
I've not been to the beach.
You haven't?
Well, no, I came from my home, and I came up here, really.
I'm taking you to the beach, Carrion. You're gonna love it. It's
I don't know if Carrion tans well.
Is this in real life? It's just like an in real game joke. That's an in-game joke.
Karen's more closer to. Yeah, Karen, is Karen's skin color bone white?
It's like bone white, but with a bluish kind of.
Oh.
I always feel like it's kind of a.
Do you think he would
translucent
get? Do you think he would get more of an ice? Do you think his skin would get more of an icy blue if he tanned, or do you think it would just turn red?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Only one way to find out.
For me, I just go very more frackly. Cherish just says I go really frackly and
Smashed up for a few months when we were at the beach. It was road and just a bronze god.
I think once all of this is over, we finally got some bits done. I want to take all of you to the beach. AJ,
Well-
I'll get you a parasol.
Thank you. I mean, I went to the beach once. It was at nighttime and it was very cold, but it was fine.
Oh, but the beach and the beach at nighttime, it's much more magical and it's so beautiful. And the one I went to, I can't remember where it was, but there was a thing roughly around this there's a migration that goes into on this beach where there's some little creatures and they glow, and when at night time you just see them wash up and it's kind of a glowy wave. It's so amazing.
You see Snicket just taking all this in and nodding, and he goes, "What's a beach?"
Oh, a beach is basically at the edge of the coast, at the edge of the land, and so there's a lot of water, and it's sand. Do you know what sand is as well? Sandy beaches, that sandy
What
stuff.
sand is? I know what sand is. Yeah.
Yeah, so basically it's sand, ocean. It's nice and breezy. Smell of the sea.
It's quite relaxing and pleasant when the conditions are right.
Yes, I agree. I'm assuming you've been to one then, Dex.
I've travelled many places. I've been to many beaches.
Me and Dawn got married on the beach.
Aww.
Okay, nice. It was a small ceremony, but
It's still a small ceremony and a destination wedding. That must have been lovely.
he wanted to be in this realm, and we kind of had to go back and forth with it, but we all both agreed that Sandy Beach is the best.
I love that. Aww. Well, in answer to your question, no. I've never even kissed anyone before.
I'm sure you've kissed people in this. I'm in this adventure. I'm almost 100% sure that must have happened.
I mean, it's hard to kiss someone with a beak.
Well, that is very fair.
I can understand how difficult that would be, especially Herb.
Also, a bird of your talents. You say you don't have a sweetie in every 10 town.
I suppose. I've had the odd woman flutter her eyelashes at me. I've had the odd man buy a drink for me, but I don't know. The interest never really arose. I'm of more the opinion of if it happens, it happens. But at the minute, I'm fine.
Very fair.
Was it because there were odd people that you didn't like them?
Because what?
Was it because there were odd people that you didn't like?
No, not at all.
You just gotta have that spark in you, isn't it? Like if it doesn't show any kind of attraction or like spark, you're just not interested.
I mean, if there is a spark, I've never felt it. Well, it's interesting because in the Drow Society, it was specifically in mine, once you hit 200, you're expected to basically marry and procreate, and I pretty much just missed the mark on that. So if I was supposed to feel a spark then either, I never felt it then, still don't feel it now.
So, like, if you're 250 in your society, would you get people coming up to you going like, oh, you're not worried, time's running out, putting pressure on you to have a family?
I feel the Queen would have said something.
But I've not had a long-term relationship with anyone, but there's been people. There's problems with being with people as well.
Like being like your mum's being the hags.
Oh no, not even that. I've never introduced any people to my mums.
I would say that would be quite of an uproar, in my opinion, if that ever happened.
It would be an interesting conversation. But I am still very much living with the consequences of one relationship. But yeah, that's a difficult story.
I'm assuming one you would rather not share right now.
Oh, well, I mean, I think at this point we've gone past, considering what I know the intimate details of some of your lives concerning your death. I don't know.
I mean, the fact is that we've like thrown everything out her, especially having to meet my marital partner.
Did you say your American partner?
Marital partner. No, marital partner, because like I said, Dawn is gender neutral. Like they tend to change different genders. I say marital partner. So, but they can call me wife, but yeah, like they can call Cherish wife, but Cherish prefer to be like my marital partner. Like at one point it could be like, oh, this is my wife. Oh, this is my husband. This is my marital partner. It's kind of that kind of thing. But my American partner.
That would be news. America exists in the Forgotten Realms.
Oh no.
And they haven't tried invading the dwarves? Insane.
Oh my god.
Well, if it's something you're comfortable sharing.
Well, yeah, like I had a dalliance, and with someone who had connections with someone very powerful and very jealous, and I believe there's still at least one sort of open bounty on me in relation to this, because they didn't like that I'd had this dalliance with one of their courtesans or concubines. I wasn't sure what the correct term was.
This person you pissed off had concubines? Who did you piss off? An emperor?
Ooh.
If you did that, then we're in big trouble compared to you.
I mean, if you're going to piss off someone, you might as well piss off an emperor. Or if you're going to piss off an emperor, you might as well sleep with a concubine.
I might as well.
Like if you're going to go to hell, you might as well,
Did you fucked off a devil?
No.
No, that was me.
You pissed off the devil, yes. Just wondering if he did as well.
No. They were not a devil. They were a mortal person, more or less.
Right.
I'm just checking my notes. A wealthy pasha.
Pasha?
Yeah,
Pasha?
What does that mean?
I really should have asked John. John, what does pasha mean in this context?
Bear with me a second.
Yes. in the chances, how about you, Carrion? Do you have a cute little sweetheart?
It's like
It's a guild leader.
Oh
no, yeah. If
Yeah.
you're gonna piss off one thing, you're gonna piss that off, you're fucked.
Shouldn't really piss off any sort of leader, to be honest.
You don't want to piss off any kind of leader, yeah, that's great.
Guild master or clan leader of Kalimshan.
Oh no.
Yes, apparently bounty hunters are scouring the Sword Coast in search of me. But I don't think they'll ever think to look up here.
You know what?
Don't jinx it!
You know what's really funny? Dax? I thought the exact same thing when I moved up here.
And guess who found him? Just random demon.
You're making me sweat a bit nervously now.
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit.
It's part of the reason sometimes I have problems trusting people when they turn up. Because, I have met people in the past where they've turned up and then tried to...
You're lucky that I'm not at the not working as my marital rank at Neverwinter, because I would have probably arrested you right now. But I'll leave you off in this time.
I've not committed a crime.
Yeah. Someone probably put it in your name. There's people who do that. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, no, but he's put a bounty on me, but I've not done anything illegal.
Cherish, you would know of a small Kalimshan area within Baldur's Gate. A Kalashite gang there by the name of Little Kalimshan.
Don't suppose you mean Little Kalimshan, right? The one from off Baldur's Gate.
I'm going to presume yes.
I would presume that Dax doesn't mean this. Dax means he has been to Kalimshan itself.
Yes, that's right. Sorry.
But this is sort of, you would know that the Kalimshan is a foreign country outside of the Sword Coast, which is very mercantile, ruled by the guilds. Where everyone of sort of Pasha rank and up are sort of treated as some level of royalty.
Oh shit!
Oh boy.
So you did piss off an emperor.
I don't think
so.
there's going to be any serious negative consequences to what I've done here. I think it's all going to be fine, and it'll never be an issue.
I really wish you didn't say that, Dax.
Can I just ask for clarification on something?
Yes.
How did you even kiss with that mask on?
I don't. As you all know, the mask's only up when I'm travelling. Like if I'm out in the snow.
I'm assuming we've all just basically just know that he's just been wearing this mask. We've never seen his actual mask.
I have checked this with.
So fucking lucky, Kakashi.
I have checked this with Richard. You have all seen his lower face.
It's so fucking handsome. It's like, what?
Pixar, it didn't happen.
Pixar didn't. I don't have a drawing of him.
Yeah, I was going to say the Pix issue is not on my,
You know what? Time to redraw. Time to redraw the icon, guys.
But
you pay me now.
The word the Pasha used was seduced. I would say we had a nice conversation and became close. And, and then he was going to have me killed.
So, this person you were linked with, what was his or her name?
That's an excellent question, isn't it? And one I obviously know the answer to.
I knew you'd say that.
Their name was Sari. Saoi.
Sorry.
I'm going to write that down.
Canon now.
So were you just friends?
I mean, friends who have sex, yeah.
Friends with benefits, do you mean?
No,
Oh.
There are many benefits to being friends.
I think it was more, well, I mean, I don't know if I'd say love, but it wasn't just a physical relationship.
It was
that sense.
intimate.
Yes.
Well, I don't... Well, I was about to say I don't see anything wrong with that, but if you've got some leader after you, then...
Yeah, especially when you have touched a different... you've touched base. Is that touch base how people say these nowadays?
Touch base.
Yeah, I've been hearing that word every time. I'm like, is that even... Yeah.
Touch base.
Yeah, like as in like the way how the younger guys have said it, they're saying like they do that as touch base as in they have slept with that person. They have bedded that person.
Are you sure you don't mean touch boob?
Touch boob? Probably no. I mean like as in like they've actually bedded that person. Touch base.
Touch bed.
Or was it touch second?
Or are you prefer? Hold on. Are you referring to the who would even invent baseball?
I didn't.
Who would invent baseball in the Forgotten Realms?
Tanny's miracle pup.
My miracle partner. You know what? I
the
love
famous
my
American pastime of baseball.
You know what would be really interesting is like John then plays as actually the character and he's actually got American accent.
Oh my god, please.
John, please don't do this to me. I will cry.
Do it.
No.
Make
I'll
it
voice
Texan.
I'll
Make
voice
it
it for you.
Texan.
Oh, I don't like Texan.
Oh, that's so funny.
I'm gonna die. I'm dead now.
And is this where the conversation trails off and
No.
you all
No,
head to sleep?
because I Cherish will turn to Carrion because I've been like waiting to say. I was like, so what are you, Carrion? Is there someone waiting for you at home besides your mum? Like, do you have a little sweetheart of yours?
Have you kissed anyone besides your mother?
Hey, Schmuffles, I'm trying to be.
Lay off the lad.
No.
No?
I don't know anything about this stuff, really.
I mean, not everyone wants that. Not everyone is interested.
I mean, I'm not going to say I don't, because I just not had
The experience.
any exposure to it. So
Yeah, that's understandable.
So I mean, I've never really talked to many people in the village nearby that we used to go to or anything. So I don't really know many people other than all, really.
Maybe with when more adventures to come for you, surely you will find someone.
Maybe.
Yeah, I can be your wingman.
Oh, there.
At this point, Ches is also then going to poke at Moss, saying, "Don't suppose any of this can trigger any kind of memories for you, unlocked memories for you for this."
No, I'm just really hoping that I don't have anyone because I don't want to have forgotten them.
Oh no! I've made it worse. Sorry, guys.
But it's okay. Who knows?
You're well,
if you just sort of put a lighter note on that, they could be looking for you.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe they'll find me out.
Maybe even
Here.
stick yeah.
Maybe like they found you. Maybe someone will somehow find me.
Possibly. Hopefully. And then like Tracy's gonna start poking, like maybe we might even find like a girlfriend or a boyfriend for you, Snicker, at the camp.
This is where
Paying
Snicker
attention,
reveals.
sorry.
This is where Snicker reveals he's got like 5 wives.
Oh my god! Oh yeah, but I remember now. I have 5 wives and 2 husbands.
He just looks up like he just looks up like he hasn't been paying attention this whole time.
Okay. Do you have a boyfriend or girlfriend? Do you have anybody waiting for you back from where you were originally? Tourmaline?
I have no idea. I don't think so. At least not from there.
Hmm. I mean, if you did, damn, every night would end out with a bang with you.
You know, it'd be probably a good time, right, if we had a good drink. It's been a while.
Spin the bottle! Spin the bottle!
Not like that! Not like that. So, like, it would be nice to, like, just to have a bit of a, like, you know, not make it less awkward and I can just drink to it.
Does anyone have any alcohol?
Not on me.
Well,
Cold, you can make alcohol.
no, unfortunately, can't. It's just more stew.
Stew.
I will say though, John, can I begin the process of making that basilisk blood brew?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Is that a good idea?
Well,
I'm not weighing in on that one.
We'll see when it's finished.
Well, if we find ourselves back in good mead, oh, mwah, the mead is delicious.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Is the mead good in good mead?
It's very good indeed, good mead.
It's the definition of good,
It's mead.
and it's good.
John, would it be entirely possible for me to have like a just small half keg of alcohol that I've just been sort of have for that comes with the brewer's tools?
I'll say that seems reasonable.
Well, I was saving it for a sunnier day. Come on, everyone, mugs. I think this is some sort of brandy. Let's see.
We're gonna die.
I'm ready for it.
Pours everyone a glass. That should finish that one off. And now I've got a thing to put the new one in.
All right.
Are we toasting?
I toast to the fucks we give, physical or otherwise.
Oh, stealing that toast.
Everyone just goes, the fucks!
Wonderful.
Also, party name.
We still haven't got.
The fucks.
I heard about like these group names that these random adventures will have. They have like really messed up group names and like.
Have you heard of the shits?
Yeah,
I've heard of the shits. I've heard of the shits. I'm not gonna lie, I've heard of the shits. I've heard something to do with ass licking. I don't know. What's the really weird?
All right, the fucks can be the working title. I will chug it.
Yeah, the bugs will be great.
The fucks will be great.
I heard there was one. I heard one group that was like spreading out quite well. Topaz Muller? No.
Topaz Mola.
Yeah. Or was it Golden Tooth? I can't remember.
I heard one group calling themselves the Cave Inspectors. Don't know why they got that name from.
Cave Inspectors?
That just sounds like a legal body. Why?
Yeah.
Moss, do you drink?
she's got it in her hand. She's sort of looking at it like everyone else is. I don't remember whether I like whatever this is or not. And she will have seen the others kind of chug it, especially AJ, and would be like, okay, well, that's how that works then.
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
And it will be like massive shudder and just be like, no, don't think so. Probably not.
My question is what does the booze taste like in a way of like basic drink we normally have in real life? Like, what would you think
this would be some sort of like old steelboard family recipe for dwarvish brandy.
Oh,
I've
fancy.
never tried brandy, so I can't pinpoint it. I was gonna say like, it'd be like rum and coke or something.
If I could create an alcohol that would tasted like rum and coke,
Cherry coke and rum. Like,
Yeah,
also,
Moth's like whole body shudders.
Also, guys, I heard a very long dice noise. I'm not happy.
Uh-oh. I did not hear that, but oh no.
I heard a random dice noise. It's like,
We've not had a watch or anything like that.
We have not had a watch. We're fucked.
Should we set?
I thought the point of these hut things was that nobody could get in, nobody could see us.
Aye, but we do have several giant birds sort of outside with us at all times.
And we have been very loud.
And like they could just be waiting outside for us to come out.
Aye, it's true.
And slaughter us all.
Should we set up a bit of a watch now that we've got some brandy?
Well,
in us to
before
keep us
that,
warm?
I'm just gonna Cherry's just gonna quickly peek around, poke around, if there's anything suspicious as we're getting ready.
Roll me a perception check.
Got it,
man.
Super high intensity team. Love that.
Super high intensity. 19, John.
That was the original Vox Machina name.
Shit.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Yes, the shits. Super high intensity team.
Which they only changed, I believe, because they were going to start streaming it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't realise that's what it stood for.
It couldn't just be the shits on live TV.
Are you looking around just inside the hut, or are you...
Kind of everywhere that she can see from her, because she's sitting down.
Are you going to leave the hut to do this, or just...
I'm going to
stay
leave the
seated?
hut and do it, yeah. I'm going to, she's going to go out. It's she's saying, wait here, guys, I'm going to just have a look.
You are surrounded by horrible monsters.
No, I'm worried. I'm going to be surrounded. I'm going to be
Just in
meeting
time
a
for-
fucking dragon. And my...
Just in time for a space shot up here.
No! Not the fucking space shark!
You head outside and you start poking around a little bit, and the various axe beaks and the giant elk that has now wandered back this way and has followed you up here
Hey.
are just sort of milling around at least until midnight, when Elvis the elk disappears for the day.
Aw, bye-bye, Elvis.
Bye, Elvis.
And as you look around, you see nothing other than tundra in most directions, and the hut and the various menagerie of animals, pets, and mounts. And a voice carries to your ear.
Oh no.
Hello, sweetie.
Oh, go on.
Or should I say, howdy there, partner.
Did not hear that! Get out of here, you.
You
Not
don't
playing.
think I hear that?
Yeah.
You turn
That's just
around to see Dawn stood behind you, a baseball cap and hot dog. I'm...
It's like... Get rid of that now.
He finishes off the hot dog.
Where did you get that from?
America. With looking into it as a possible expansion. There are some fabulous wizards there. Just on the one coast, but...
Oh. Ooh.
I can't. I don't. I don't know. What are you doing here?
Well, I've missed you a little, and I quite agree. Once this is all over and you and your friends are big heroes, we should go back to the beach.
Of course. I like the idea of it. I've had enough this cold already. For warms, as you know.
You need to be here for now, though, don't you?
Mm-hmm. Still no sign of Marigold.
I'm sure you'll find her soon.
I found something.
Yes?
Back at the spire, came across a necklace that I remember my mum used to have.
Oh, that's not good.
No.
In what
getting worried.
way?
This cult. Insert the name of the cult again, John, for me.
The Knight
These
of
knights.
the Black Sword.
Yeah. He had exactly the same necklace that my mum used to have back.
Your mother
used to
was
live
from
there.
up this way, right?
I can't remember. She didn't really tell much about her life.
That doesn't sound good.
This is good.
He slowly reaches up and takes off the baseball cap and just like...
Can't believe she's not even looking. I'm like, I can't believe you did this to me.
whips it behind himself and it just sort of disappears in sparks.
It's interesting how what form is he in at the moment? Is he like a humanoid, non-fae look?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's kind of got a suit on. Bottle green suit and tie.
Okay. I've got to go back. They're probably wondering where I went.
Yes, I should be going too. He reaches behind himself and pulls a cowboy hat out, puts it on, and disappears.
What is that? No, what
I'm
else
sorry,
did
I
you just
can't
pull?
hear you. His voice
Just looks
fades.
around. She started looking around again, like... Anything?
No.
She goes back. It's like everybody's like, well done, you guys. My partner seemed to understand about this America thing, and now he's acting even stranger.
She's I gotta stop with them trying to be. I gotta stop being surprised whenever they show up, honestly, because it's just.
Trust me, I still haven't got used to it. I've been with him for 5 years and more.
Or more.
Yeah, like
leans over to Carrion. It's just like, who?
roughly 7 years. So 3 years I was with him.
Husband, wife, married.
Okay.
This I've been with him I was with him for 3 years, and then we got married for 5. Yeah.
Right?
Started questioning lately. Life's gone really quick.
Just
And he's your
a
warlock patron as well.
slight voice in the back of your head, Cherish. Time is a weird soup.
Stop it.
Yeehaw!
I'm gonna murder every single one of you instead of Moss.
Instead
Oh,
of
character.
Moss?
Why are you running across me?
Instead of Moss.
Yeah, Moss ain't.
I think you mean except for Moss.
Except Moss. Soup. But anyway, ignore all that. Everything's coast. Coast is clear. Everything's fine. There's just him that popped up. Nothing else.
Right, that's pretty good.
I mean, I just think at this point we should just get really messed up. And, like, no watches, no being careful. Just get really drunk.
Just get super drunk and just pass out through the night. Just a peaceful, hopefully peaceful night. No, I can take a watch if anyone wants to get some sleep. This did nothing.
How many watches do we need, sir? 3?
Typically, it would be about 3, yes.
All right, I'll take 1.
Is it a good idea
I'll
for
take
Snicket to get blottoed?
Is that
What do
going
you
to
think,
stop
Jeff?
him?
Has Snicket been sober this entire time?
I don't know.
Because if Snicket's sober, I don't see why. Maybe drunk he's just really mellow. I don't know. Like maybe that.
Oh, you mean in the entire adventure so far? Yes, Snicket's been sober. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get drunk then because I'm not
Just
sure
wake
how-
up the next morning, and somehow the inside of the hut is just completely black with smoke burns. Don't know how he did it, but he did it.
Alright, I'll go first watch.
I can either take first or second watch, your choice. Would you like some company on the first one?
Yeah, I'll like that.
Wonderful. I'll take first watch then.
And I shall take the second watch.
I shall take 8.
You take what?
I shall take a watch, whichever one is needed.
Okay, so Moss and Carrion are going to go for third watch. Does anybody want to... Dax and Snicket, does one of you want to take a watch with AJ?
I mean, I'm in such high demand,
I'm happy to take. Oh,
Apparently, yes,
fighting
you
over it.
are.
I mean, I'm very good at it, I believe.
Sure.
Probably better than me. Yep, you go. You're probably much more watchful than I am.
Yeah, I get the feeling Snicket's easily distracted.
So,
Don't know what you're
first
talking
up,
about, you shiny thing.
Brim and Cherish, is there anything you wish to discuss on your watch?
Yeah. So, been a bit of a crazy day, huh?
Yeah, that's... I was hoping more from the tower. I was hoping that we were... Well, the necklace is nice to the massive construct, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I was expecting something more than a defunct simulacrum wizard and the falling apart guard he had.
Yeah, honestly, I wasn't expecting finding something off my past with those knights.
I wasn't expecting to run into them.
No. So you've dealt with them before, right?
More heard of their exploits, really.
Right.
Self-proclaimed champions of Levistus. That icy bastard.
My mother had that in her wardrobe when I was young. I got curious, and when you're young, you want to go through things.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I remember.
I just came across it, the same necklace that man had on him, and I just didn't know what to think. I mean, I no fucking clue what is going on here. What is my family into?
Well, family history can be hard. And you sort of realize things about your parents that you never really thought you'd want to know or need to know. This seems a bit more complicated since you're wrapped up in, well, at least your mum's wrapped up in some cult dedicated to, well, I've already said his name.
Yeah, icy bastard, right?
Icy bastard, aye.
Something's not right here. The fact is that this my whole family has been in secret of something, and I've not heard anything. No one had said anything to me about anything. I'm just completely in the dark with this all, and it's just driving me mad. Like, I'm going to a place completely blindly because this is where my sister's gone, and not once she said anything more about the information, what's going on, and knowing that I have a father who is from here, and also now finding out that my mother is also from here. So, it's driving me crazy. It's making me angry.
Aye, it can be frustrated when we've had sort of the wool pulled over our eyes for so long that we don't realise that it's there, and then when it sort of comes off, it's, well, disarming to say the least. Did that name that the Knight of the Black Sword, the sort of head honcho that was with it, that name, Averis, did that mean anything to you?
Guy in the sky?
Doesn't ring a bell.
Nope. Not once.
Oh. I had long shot anyway.
Maybe if you knew something about, I wonder, quick question, John, can you remind me of the name of Cherish's mother, if you remember?
I have my notes here, 1 second. Lucinda.
Right. The name Lucinda, that is my mother's name. With your research, did you ever come across that name before?
Not to be too presumptuous, but do you have a last name to go along with that? I know quite a few Lucindas.
I actually have a last name.
You do?
No.
Don't. Right, Lucinda. Have I heard that name before in association with the Knights of the Black Sword?
Sure.
Roll me a history check.
history check. Thank goodness I'm proficient in it. Right. Hey, look at that. Not too bad. 17.
Lovely.
Lucinda is a fairly common name, but the name has come up once or twice.
Once or twice, unfortunately. In association with the Black Sword specifically.
I would help you if I understand my surname, but I can't even remember what my surname was. I never had one.
That's very
It's
fair.
always just been Cherish.
Please forgive me if this is a bit forward, but are all of your family tieflings?
No, my youngest brother Kieran, he's a tiefling. My older sister Marigold, she is human. My mother Lucinda is human. And with memories I've had of my father, he is.
Sorry, Discord cut off that last word. What did you say?
He's tiefling. My father's tiefling.
Right, okay. Right. Well, that roots out that one. But
you can say that I'm the odd one out of colour-wise of tieflings. My brother is... John, what colour is Kieran again? Is he red?
Both Kieran and Yaromir are red.
Yeah. So, yeah, like
Kieran has the green accents, the mint green accents, but...
Yeah. Like, it's strange because, like, from memories of my father and Kieran, they're both very much red. But I'm pink. I always find that very funny, but...
It's sort of a lighter shade of red, no?
Yeah. But we do share, like, the green accents in our skin, though, me and my younger brother, Kieran. But,
Right.
if you were to at least see my sister Marigold, she's blonde.
Well, hence the name, aye?
Yeah. Yeah, you can tell that my mother favoured her quite often. Wonder why.
Well, I can't speak on family favoritism.
No, like, I think my mother really did, like, really favoured her, because the fact is that my mother's also somewhat of magic as well, like learning magic, and so did Marigold.
Wizards. I understand.
I met another wizard once, who wasn't as... He was very forward.
Right.
Can't remember his name. But he was from Waterdeep.
Oh.
But he was very forward, a little bit flirty, and he was definitely not my kind of type.
Right.
I punched him in the face because he got punched. Yeah, he was from Waterdeep. Definitely a wizard of sorts.
Don't happen to have a name for that wizard, do you?
I think it started with a G. He didn't really...
Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on.
I don't know what you're talking about. No joke. I just want to really play that, but yeah, I think it was like something with the G. He was too sloppy, so ran out of there. That's when I was stationed at Waterdeep for a bit before I went back to Neverwinter. So
Fair enough.
yeah. Anyway, what about you?
Well, I've got a a clan, the Steel Wards. We're sort of all over, but I landed myself in Waterdeep. Kind of stayed there for most of my life, and now I'm up here.
Yeah, that's quite nice.
Aye. It's I miss my siblings sometimes, but I know they're well. Last time I saw them, they were all right. So
How many do you have?
a clutch. I've got 2 brothers and 3 sisters.
Oh, that's nice.
Aye. Scattered to the winds they are, but we'll see each other again. I hope.
Yeah. Depending on how things go, yeah.
Would you like to either both roll me a perception check, or one of you can do it with advantage?
Who's my question is who's high with the perception?
I've got +7 to it.
You can do it then. I'll give you advantage.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much. We'll
Lovely.
take the 15.
You are very confident that your watch passes without incident, and you head back to bed and wake up Moss and Carrion for their watch. Cherish, as you close your eyes to go to sleep, the sound of gentle waves fills your ears.
Aww. That's so sweet.
Moss and Carrion, is there anything that the pair of you would like to discuss during your watch?
As soon as they kind of settle, she'll just lean over to him and be like, so, you can fly?
The eyes widen as only just realised that he did that in the spot.
It's cool. I just didn't know you could do it.
Yeah, I can. It's not something I parade around. Flying tieflings are a rarity, and I was always taught to keep them hidden, just in case. Not like ashamedly, but just it might cause bad people to want to take me or use me. Or
That makes sense. It's really cool, though.
but I mean, do you want to see them close up?
Yeah, if I can.
Kind of awkwardly undoes his robe and unfurls wings. And they're leathery, like.
Wow. I've not seen wings other than, like, birds. I kind of didn't think that people could have them, you know?
Like I said, it's not a common thing for tiefling. It can happen, but it's very uncommon. So that's why my mother said that I should, like, when we were in town, when I'm going around, I should cover them and like put it down so they're not too obvious.
Can anyone else fly?
I mean,
Other than AJ, I assume.
I don't think anyone else can. Yet, at least. I don't know, because some people get abilities that let them, and even then, with Snicket, there's always the chance he'll, I don't know, strap rockets to his feet and probably blow his legs off. But you know, it can happen.
Don't give him ideas.
He'll fly briefly.
I mean, that pot did go a long way.
It did go a long way. But, you know, there's always the chance he'll find something. And like I said, I don't know what the what kind of specialities the others have. They might gain some abilities or other. I mean, or I can, with enough training, I could learn spells that might be able to bestow flying.
I'd love to fly. It sounds really cool. And she will pick up Mo and she will, without it being all too obvious that she's muttered it as mage-handed, and Mo is flying around on the hand.
From Carrion's point of view, Moss holds a hand out with Mo the mouse in it, and the mouse suddenly takes off and starts flying around. Doesn't seem to be entirely under the control of where it is flying. It seems to be a little bit shocked as it moves, as if something is still holding it, but you don't see a magical effect holding the hand. Holding the mouse, even.
I did that the other day with Berry, but I just did it with my hands. Does he enjoy?
Yeah, I think Mo enjoys it too. I think. I don't know, he's not complained.
Screaming, help me, help me, help me!
He sits on my hands and lets me, so I think that's a sign he likes it. And just proceeds to do loops around the space.
Just get it into here. I just can't help but think of, the best quote ever. Bowie!
Oh.
I couldn't do that voice.
Yes.
With my
Sorry, with your...
With my earth-shattering strength, could I carry a person while flying? Just one person.
Let me have a look at your earth-shattering strength.
Earth-shattering strength.
I feel like there's that math calculation sound going on in John's end.
Can I just say, I love the idea that these two go out for a flight and then realise they can't get back into the hut, so they have to wake up AJ to get back in.
You can select who goes in and out of the hut.
So, what would have been more interesting? You select when you cast it who can go in and out, so they can go out and then come back in again. But if Cherish and Dawn had tried to come in by walking through it, Dawn would have just bounced off the hut.
And then he'll just be like, rude. Before he liked me.
Doing the calculations, you can carry 180 pounds.
How much does Moss weigh?
I'm trying to figure out what 180 pounds is in stone and pounds. Hang on.
It sounds like it's 16
Nearly
stone something.
Nearly 13 stone.
Yeah, she probably would be around that, I would have thought. She's relatively tall, but pretty slight.
Would you like to try flying?
We can?
I can try.
I'd love to, well, we can watch from up there, I think. Do we need to wake someone?
You should be able to just come in and out of the hut. As you please. Apparently St. James has woken up.
Yeah, if we can, I'd love to.
Apparently we're in a hut with the carry-on crew now. I take her hand and lead her outside. And I think the best way would probably be scoop underarm, like under her arms, and try to get a bit of testing first, like a little bit of lift off the ground, and then maybe a little bit higher if it's stable enough.
It's not easy. You have to leave
Being
almost all of your equipment behind. But you do get a bit of flight, at least. It takes a little bit of time to get used to sort of flying with so much weight in one place on the wings, because normally you're, fairly well balanced between yourself and your equipment, and suddenly a lot of weight is now at the front in the arms area. So it's not the smoothest flight that you've ever done. It's definitely, you don't go very high up for fear of what might happen if you're suddenly not very high up very quickly. But you do a few passes over the ground, a little bit off the ground, and sort of enough to have an experience. And you stop before you get too cold collectively from being out in the cold.
I lower her down gently. Land.
Moss has the biggest grin. She's absolutely loved every minute of that. And is just like kind of bouncing it slightly sort of adrenaline in her system. It's like, that was so cool. So cool.
I'm sorry I couldn't do much better because I'm not really used to flying with two people. But that's the.
As they start to wander back into the dome, Moss is gonna suddenly put a hand on his shoulder. That feeling's familiar. Moving that fast in the air. And she's almost kind of looking around in space, like trying to place it. I don't know, it wasn't a shock. It's a shock when people fly for the first time, right? I think?
I mean, it was for me. Yeah. I don't even know. Yeah. I mean, I would assume it's a shock for most people flying.
She looks genuinely puzzled. She's gone from beaming, happy as anything, to now just searching. You can tell that she's not uncomfortable with it, but just intrigued, like this feeling sits weird, and I feel like I know it.
You feel as you search your feelings, search this feeling in yourself.
Finish the
Search
line.
your feelings.
Finish the line.
You know it to be true. You get the strangest sense that more so than usual, you're used to this feeling, but the outfit, the cold weather gear is too restrictive. You're used to being able to move more during this, to be more limber, and you don't get the feeling that this outfit works with that. But the environment that you're in at the moment very much requires multiple layers of outfit to remain comfortable. But should you find yourself in a place to shed some of
the
those
weather
layers,
magically changes.
you get the feeling that trying this again in what you first arrived in would be welcome.
As she's sort of been lost in thought for a second, she'll just shake her head and go, "It's really cold up there as well, isn't it?" She's just completely shaken back out of it.
I mean, it can be very... It can be cold if you go up high enough.
The air's just so much colder when it moves quicker. We should definitely get back inside.
Yeah, are you okay? Huh?
Yeah. I think so, but you know, like, when a word's on the tip of your tongue and you can't quite reach out and grab it, like, you know? I'm just having one of those.
Yeah, we should get back inside. As he's broke up the cup of beans and everything. Yeah, indeed. Go on.
And we'll shuffle back inside.
Would you both
Also,
like
I believe we should be rolling perceptions.
Would you both like to roll me a perception check, or would one of you like to do it at advantage, or are we going to forget that bit of the watch?
Everything just sneaks up on you.
Well, I feel like they should have advantage because they were flying in the sky.
We had aerial view. Does this help?
It does not.
Oh, boo.
You job.
I've got +3 on my perception.
I will give you advantage on that. Was that?
Fancy. Advantage. No.
We didn't notice the giants coming towards.
You spend your watch blissfully feeling that you've not noticed anything approaching.
Because I was
Nothing.
definitely paying all of the attention.
You were definitely paying attention all of the time. And
100%.
you arrive back at the hut to find it covered in blood. No, it's fine. Your watch passes completely without anything
The hut
occurring.
covered in blood and nose in the middle.
No! I'm sorry, I love the thought they do the watch outside and they get into the hut, can't get in, they have to slam on the door and AJ's like, next time take a key.
And then the final watch was AJ and Dax.
Yeah?
That's correct.
Do you have any more
Dax,
you wish
correct.
to say, or did we cover
I
it all
don't-
earlier?
I don't know if I've got anything I want to say, but I do want to teach AJ a dance that Dax learned on his travels.
Wait, you know how to dance?
I know. I didn't say that. I said I have danced and I've seen some dances, but I don't know if you've seen one. It's a dance I learned in that place I mentioned earlier, Calais Charm.
You see AJ's eyes like widen, like, what?
Well, it's like you're a professional dancer, you know, like you might not want someone just saying, "Oh, you know what's a really good dance?"
Oh, no, I get that. It's more just, I didn't think you and dance went hand in hand, but that's very interesting.
Oh, everyone should dance. It is joyous.
I remember hearing a song about that.
AJ will get up. Wait, one question with the hut. The hut doesn't follow me, does it?
If you leave the hut, it's dispelled.
All right.
You can't leave.
No,
Alright.
you can never leave.
I will find the most appropriate gap in the floor.
Show me this dance.
It's going to roll like really poorly, and it's going to like his feathers smack someone in the face.
And I say it's like it's good because I don't like dances where it's all like all the moves are dictated in advance. You know, like it's like there's no originality. It's all the same. So you do a bit where it's all coordinated, and you do a bit where you just make it up as you go along.
Improvisation is the best form of art.
Yes. And I shall show AJ this dance, and then hopefully teach them.
Roll me
Can I just say,
performance check.
just as we're doing this, can I just say, both in character and out of character, my heart just full skipped a beat.
Oh!
So
Yes, if you want to, you can leave your friends behind with no hut in the
Well-
cold.
normal performance. Sorry.
What does performance normally come under? 1 second.
Charisma, I think.
I would say roll it with your... Both roll me a performance with your dexterity bonus. AJ, that makes no difference to you.
You're gonna smack somebody. You're gonna smack some fucking feathers in someone's face.
Oh my god.
Please roll who it's gonna be. That's getting
Who are you
smacked in
tripping
the
over?
feather. Who are you tripping over? Or are you gonna get feather smacked in? John,
I mean,
do this, please.
Snicket is fast asleep
I
at
just
this point.
step on Snick.
Yeah, like no. Like I think we should roll. Oh,
I would ask that to keep the moment
oh no.
between the two of them.
Yeah.
That if someone's getting stepped on, it's Dax.
He's like, oh shit. Why are you doing it?
Falls on top of it.
Dax, could you describe the dance you attempt to teach?
Probably not, but we'll give it a go. I imagine it's a little bit like in much smaller space, a bit like a Kaylee, but then it just goes into like just whatever you know, like yeah, everyone has moments where it's just like, oh, you just do whatever you feel like, just go with the, you know. So it's a difficult one to teach, perhaps.
AJ,
Yes.
you are a very coordinated dancer. Oh dear.
That roll was
Incredible.
I'm so sorry.
Or was it a dex roll, did you say, or was it performance?
Doesn't matter really at this point.
No.
You're normally, AJ, a fairly coordinated dancer, and you're used to following dance moves, and you do start to pick up the basics of the dance moves that Dax does, but this is a very tight space that you are dancing in. And unfortunately, at one point, you both overstep one way. I'm very sorry, Sean, but I rolled randomly for both of them. And they both rolled the same number. So suddenly, as you're just drifting off, having had your watch, you've had about half an hour of sleep. Suddenly...
How long was the first watch?
So each watch would be about 2.5 to 3 hours.
Okay. Cool.
So you're just drifting back off to sleep. It's been maybe half an hour since you laid down from your watch, when suddenly 2 feet slam into you and slide and trip up, and both AJ and Dax fall over squarely, having stepped on you, and you not being the floor, moved in a way they weren't expecting.
Poor old Moss.
She will wake up and jump straight to her feet, like someone has come in that she needs to protect people from, and then we'll see you two on the floor and just be like, are you okay? We'll put hands out for both of you.
I've never been more sorry in my life until now.
You disappointed Moss. The touch of betrayal.
Listen, there was only so much floor space we had to work with. I'm so sorry, Moss.
You know what it feels... Oh my god.
Not to grasp, but Dax was teaching me a dance.
Oh, okay.
This is not part of it. It wasn't meant.
I was going to say, that's a very stellar finale if it was part of it.
Moss will shuffle around into one of the other sort of areas so that there's slightly more space, and she'll be like, good luck. I think I'm going to sleep over here now.
You know what? That's a good idea.
Right, back to the lesson.
Back to
No.
It's just gonna wake everybody up. Someone's gonna get a fucking exhaustion.
You fall on Moss again. There's going to be problems.
All right, back to the dance. I'm sorry.
Would you both like to roll me your performance checks again?
I mean, I can fucking try. Oh, phew.
22.
I'll so laugh if Dax gets another nat one. Okay.
6.
No, that's me.
That's better.
It takes a bit of getting used to, and you are trying a bit harder to dance within the very small confines of the little bit of floor space in the hut that you have that isn't taken up by your friends sleeping in it. By the end of the night, Dax, your movement is fairly wooden still, but you can see that AJ is sort of starting to take to the moves and take them as their own and add in flourish that you aren't quite a capable enough dancer to fully grasp.
Oh yes, absolutely yes.
And so you feel fairly confident in saying that AJ has taken this dance and is now quite happily making it their own.
Stolen dance now, it's no longer yours.
It wasn't. I mean, I stole it. If that's the right word. If you can steal a dance from someone else, so.
There's a difference between stealing and inspiration.
And finally, as the dance comes to an end, morning breaks over Icewind Dale.
Wait, are we not doing perception?
Roll me a perception check. Yeah. We'll see how that goes.
So, John, what did you have planned for the session tonight?
I can't say that it was really this.
There we go.
This is what I'm good at.
While dancing isn't your strong suit, you do manage to keep an eye out while AJ starts to really take the moves into their own. And you feel confident that in the pre-dawn time, nothing has snuck up on your camp.
Surprisingly.
And as sun rises and the hut disappears and you all wake up for the day's travel ahead, you spend a few hours travelling north-northwesterly,
La la la.
following the pull of the amulet around Dax, and eventually you make around Dax's neck, not just around Dax in general.
It orbits me.
I'm sorry. I love the thought that like it literally drags him, like it's just stuck in his neck. Like,
You eventually see on the horizon sort of a mountain pass. And atop one of the paths through the mountains, you can see some squat structures and fires burning within them.
Lovely.
On fire or on the buildings or inside the buildings?
Controlled fires.
That's not quite answering the question.
Campfires within the buildings.
Okay.
As you approach the front of this structure, you see two squat watchtowers looking out, sort of overlooking the path up towards the gate. And as you approach, an arrow lands in the snow in front of you. Rough feathers on the flight at the back denote that this is more than likely a goblin arrow, and more than likely suggesting this is not a way that they think you should go. And we will return to this in 2 weeks' time.